There is a small landlocked country in the South Caucasus. It borders Turkey to the west, Azerbaijan to the east, and shares a fragile peace with both. It lost a war in 2020. It lost an entire region in 2023. Its traditional arms supplier, Russia, is bogged down in Ukraine and increasingly unreliable. And it has just spent an estimated $2 billion buying weapons from India. Armenia and India. These two countries are nearly 4,000 kilometers apart. They share no border and no historical military relationship before 2020. Yet between 2020 and 2024, Armenia became India's single largest defense export customer. And right now, Yerevan is finalizing what could be its biggest military deal ever. The purchase of up to 12 Sukhoi 30 Mk fighter jets from Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in a contract valued at between $2.5 billion and $3 billion. India's arms exports found a new home, and the reason why is a story about a dangerous new military axis, one that directly touches India's own security. To understand why Armenia went to India, one needs to understand what Armenia is up against. Turkey and Pakistan have a relationship they call two states, one nation. That is a doctrine. Turkey does not recognize Armenia. Pakistan does not recognize Armenia either. It is the only country in the world, apart from Turkey itself, that refuses to do so. The two countries have long coordinated their diplomatic positions on the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, consistently backing Azerbaijan against Armenia. Azerbaijan sits at the center of this triangle. In the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war, Azerbaijan deployed Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2 drones and Israeli loitering munitions to devastating effect. Armenian air defenses built around aging Soviet equipment had no answer. Azerbaijan recaptured territory it had lost in the 1990s in just 44 days. Then in September 2023, it launched a lightning offensive that captured the entire remaining Armenian-held enclave of Nagorno-Karabakh in a single day. Over 120,000 ethnic Armenians fled their ancestral homeland. And then came the next move. In February 2024, Azerbaijan signed an agreement with Pakistan to purchase JF-17 Block 3 fighter jets. That deal started at $1.6 billion for 16 aircraft. By mid-2025, it had expanded to 40 aircraft at a confirmed value of $4.6 billion. Pakistan's largest ever defense export contract. These are not basic jets. The JF-17 Block 3 carries AESA radar, advanced avionics and the PL-15 Beyond Visual Range missile. And Pakistan dispatched military advisors to Azerbaijan during the 2020 war. Asim Munir himself visited Baku in November 2023, just before the JF-17 deal was signed. The Turkey-Pakistan-Azerbaijan military axis is not theoretical, it is operational. Armenia looked at its options and made a clear calculation. India had exactly what Armenia needed: proven combat systems, willingness to export, no regime change conditions, and a shared interest in checking the influence of Pakistan. Since 2022, India has delivered a comprehensive arsenal to Armenia. Pinaka multiple launch rocket systems with a range of up to 75 kilometers. Swathi counter-battery radars which detect enemy artillery positions within seconds and have outperformed Russian and Polish equivalents in tests. ATACMS 155 mm howitzers. The Akash 1S surface-to-air missile system, publicly displayed by Armenia's Defense Ministry in February 2026. Advanced anti-drone systems, Conquer's anti-tank missiles, and 155 mm self-propelled artillery platform built by Bharat Forge. A fresh consignment of Pinaka systems was dispatched from Nagpur as recently as January 2026. But But all of that is the context of what is coming next. Sukhoi MKI. Azerbaijan is in process of getting 40 JF-17 Block 3 jets from Pakistan. Armenia until now had exactly 4 fighter jets. Russian-made Sukhoi 30 SMS acquired in 2019. Those jets have barely flown because Russia stopped supplying compatible munitions and technical support after 2022. The arithmetic is stark. Azerbaijan will soon have 10 times more fighter jets than Armenia. That disparity is not just about air-to-air combat. It is about the ability to suppress ground forces, protect drones, escort strikes and project power. Armenia cannot accept that gap. The Sukhoi 30 Mk1 deal closes it. The Indian variant that Armenia is expected to receive will carry the Astra Beyond Visual Range missile, Indian AESA radar and advanced electronic warfare systems. Deliveries are expected to begin by 2027. This would be India's first ever export of newly built combat aircraft. Armenia has also expressed interest in the Akash NG air defense system, Pralay ballistic missiles and eventually localizing production of some Indian munitions on Armenian soil. Here is the detail that makes this story about more than just Armenia. The Turkey-Pakistan-Azerbaijan axis and the India-Armenia partnership are now mirror images of each other. On one side, two countries that actively support Pakistan's position on Kashmir operating through a joint military doctrine, arming a common ally against a shared adversary. On the other side, India and Armenia both facing the same triangular pressure from different directions. Pakistan backs Azerbaijan against Armenia. Pakistan backs China against India. Turkey backs Pakistan on Kashmir. Azerbaijan backs Pakistan diplomatically. These are not coincidences. They are an alignment, and India, by arming Armenia, is not just doing defense diplomacy. It is sending a message that the countries on the receiving end of that alignment have options, and that India is one of them. For Armenia, this partnership is existential. For India, it is strategic. India diversifies its export base, proves its defense industry on real battlefields and builds geopolitical influence in a region where it previously had none. And for Pakistan, it is uncomfortable. The country whose jets are arming Azerbaijan is now watching those jets being countered by a customer of the country it calls its principal adversary. The Caucasus is a long way from Kashmir, but the same players are on the board.